I made $27,000 in less than 24 hours. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact strategy I used to accomplish this. I'm going to go in complete detail, break everything down. I'm holding nothing back. I'm giving you guys all the sauce, no gatekeeping. Now, before we start today's video, I want to remind you that I have a free Discord community full of killers, full of winners, people who are making money, passing these challenges, getting funded, and going about trading the right way. So if you want to be part of an amazing community, a vibrant community where we're posting our wins, we're posting when we get funded, all the receipts are in the chat. You're seeing daily breakdowns from myself every single morning, breaking down the markets and what I'm looking for on that specific day before I even take the trade. Hop in the free Discord, click that link in the description below. Again, it's free. Can't wait to see you inside. So the very first trade that we took was on Tuesday, May 12th. Okay, on this day we did have CPI dropping at 8:30 a.m. EST. But we're going to focus primarily on the chart, the price action, and the technicals so you can see what exactly I was looking for as I went into this trading day. Okay, so very, very simple. At this point in time, we are currently in the middle of all my moving averages. We are below the VWAP, but in my opinion, we don't have a clear direction as to if price wants to push up for the day or push down. If we're looking at the most recent price action, yes, we are currently in a downtrend, creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and all that fun stuff. But price has not established in my eyes quite yet where it would like to go during this morning session. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do, turn on my kill zones. And we're going to mark out London high and London low. Okay, simple, just like that. Now, all I'm waiting for is for price to give me clear direction. If price wants to break to the downside, okay, let's say if we sweep London high, push down, retest London low, and go bearish, then I'm going to look for sells. Okay, if price decides to push up, hold above London high, take out VWAP, hold above VWAP, then I'll look for buys going into this bearish 1 hour FVG. Okay, so very, very simple. But I need price to tell me exactly what it wants to do first. We got CPI about to drop at 8:30, so I'm going to wait for news to come out first. Okay, so news comes out at 8:30. We get a little bit of a bearish move. Price is starting to climb. Okay, so we take out London high. Now that price has taken out London high, if price truly wants to go bullish, I want to see that price pushes up above London high, closes above London high, okay, and shows it wants to retest and continue and start breaking above our VWAP, okay? If we get a sharp rejection and price starts to bleed after sweeping liquidity, then I'm no longer interested in buys. Okay, so we can see that price is starting to bleed. Price is starting to drop. We're heading towards London low. Okay, perfect. All right, so at this point, as we're heading towards London low, we had a pretty aggressive bleed here. Okay, pretty aggressive bleed here. Once I get that aggressive bleed over 300 ticks, this is when I'm going to pull out my Fibonacci, because what I want to see on this pullback is a potential entry here at the 50%. Okay, this is where I got in at the 50% as price is pulling back. Now my stop loss is going to be nice and comfortably here above this current bearish FEG. Okay, I love when my stop loss is in a position where it needs to push up and blow past. You know, we got a QP here, we got a FEG here, we got some moving averages here. Okay, I want to know that my stop loss is nicely defended. Okay, and these areas can act as a potential area of resistance. Now here we are. My take profit, I'm going to hold to 0%. If I'm feeling greedy, go ahead and hold to negative 27. Okay, but in this case, I'm going to hold to 0% here. Okay, so right at this point, we are in the trade. We're going to go candlestick by candlestick. Okay, so we're sitting here. We're waiting. We're waiting. Now watch this. Price pulls back. Okay, look at this. Price pulls back pretty aggressively. But I am not tripping. Okay, I am not tripping because, again, like I said, my stop loss. I like my stop loss to be in a position where I have something in the way of defending it. Right now, we have this bearish FEG defending my stop loss. So at this point, I'm not sweating. I am comfortable in the red. Again, my stop loss is there to protect me anyway. We're chilling. Price pushes to the FEG. Okay. Now at this point, we have not closed outside of the FEG, right? So this FEG is still relevant in my eyes. Get a nice little doji. Boom. Price drops. Bearish. Okay. So we're still in the trade. We're chilling. We're waiting. But I like that rejection of the FEG. Price did not accept above the FEG and close. Price is now starting to push back down in our direction, back towards London low. Boom. And just like that, price hits full take profit. Okay. And route the trade. And you can see later on, it drops down to negative 27. But I like to get those easy money trades in and out at the 0%. Now, the next trade I took was during Asia session. I don't normally trade Asia session, but when I do, I only trade when this strategy appears. Okay. Now, this strategy is called the RFP strategy, the reverse fib play strategy. And it's a very, very simple strategy. It doesn't appear often. It's only happened 4 or 5 times so far this year. But when it happens, it fucking cooks. We have not lost a single trade on the RFP this year. So listen closely. So what I'm looking for during New York is an aggressive push up or push down, depending on the current market conditions. So for this specific trade, we had an aggressive bullish push up. Okay, over 500 plus ticks, okay, going into the end of New York, leading up into the opening of Asia. So the idea behind this trade is very, very simple. The reason why it's called the reverse fib play, because the idea is that come Asia, price is going to want to correct this bullish move, okay? Price is going to want to correct this bullish move and tap into the 50% and maybe even the 61.8. Again, this strategy only works once price has ran a decent amount without you. This is a 500 tick push, all green candlesticks, no hezzy, no pullback, right? And the one pullback we did have right before the market closed didn't even push past 23.6, okay? So in my eyes, this qualifies for an RFP play going into Asia. Okay, so I draw up my fib, and again, the idea is to enter into this trade somewhere between 0 and 23.6 for sell and take price into the 50%. 50% is going to be the final TP. You could definitely close before then. I did, but 50% is going to be the final take profit. Okay, so we come into Asia session. Asia session opens. This is what we're seeing. Hit the forward button. Okay, this is what we currently see. Now, the idea is where exactly are we going to enter? Again, I mentioned that we want to enter somewhere between 0 and 23.6 for a sell. Okay, now in order to get that sniper-like entry, we're going to go down to the 5-minute chart. Okay, so we go down to the 5-minute chart and we can see that Asia session has started. Okay, now the best part, and this is key to the strategy, we need to see that VWAP snap above price. Okay, we're looking for a sell, so we want to see that the VWAP is above price action. Okay, price snapped up and now it's hugging price. Okay, at this point in time, all we're doing is waiting for price to give us some sort of aggressive bleed, and then we could get in on the pullback. Now, the important thing is this: if price closes on the 1 hour above that 0% and starts heading to negative 27, then the strategy is no longer relevant, right? So we can see that price is starting to push up a little bit here. All right, it's kind of moving sideways. Let's give it a second. We're still waiting. Okay, so we can see price starting to push up a little bit here. Okay, there's no clear break to the downside just yet. But if we go to the 1 hour, it is still wicking. right? So let's play it a little bit faster. Okay, you can see price is literally pumping up. We're on the next hour candlestick. Okay, it closed above, but it's wicking, it's wicking, it's wicking, it's wicking. Okay, it's showing signs that it doesn't want to push up any further. So we're waiting for the break to the downside. Okay, so now at this point, we're starting to get more of an aggressive bleed. Okay, you can see here on the 1 hour, price did not close fully above. We just wicked the 0% over and over again. Okay, did not want to go up higher. And now we're starting to pull back. So now on the 5 minute, and my entry is going to be the same exact fucking thing. How I always like to enter. I like to enter on fibs. Okay, we had a nice aggressive bleed here, almost 200 ticks. So I'm going to pull out the Fibonacci as soon as I see a green candlestick. All right, so we're starting to get a green candlestick here. Boom, pull out the fib, and I'm looking to enter at 50% for a sell. Boom, right there. Stop loss, okay? Now, the best part is that you literally could have had like a 70 tick stop loss and you're absolutely fucking cooking, right? But you want it to be somewhere above 0%. You'd love for it to be above this high, but I'm not trying to break above the Fibonacci because then it goes against my entry model here. So we're going to keep it here at 70 ticks just above the 88.6. But ideally, we just want it above structure on the 0% based off the 1 hour fib, okay? Now, as far as take profit, I told you the overall take profit is going to be the 50% based off the H1 fib. Now, me personally, right, I didn't hold that long. You don't need to hold that long, right? You could hold to the 0% based off the fib. You can hold to negative 27. Okay, it's completely up to you. Okay, again, this is just the final TP. But for me, I'm the type of person that I don't really care to hold to final TP. If I know I can consistently grab a piece, if I know that the market can move 400 ticks, 500 ticks, and I can easily grab 100, 150, 200, I'm not greedy. I'll take that easy win, call it a day. Because I know if I can consistently catch those easy money trades, those easy dubs, that snowballs into a lot of fucking money. Everyone out here trying to swing for the fences every fucking day, and you're wondering why you win sometimes and you lose most of the time. Okay? But anyway, we go forward. Okay, look at this. And this trade was absolutely beautiful. A lily by a fucking dick hair. Wicked me in the trade. Price starts going in my direction. Boom. Let's go a little bit faster. And just like that, we're in the money. We're cooking. We're in the money. RFP. Baby. Beautiful strategy. Works every single fucking time. And let's see if it hits 50. Boom. Hits 50. Right? Caught 137 ticks. Could have caught 254. But it doesn't matter. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I got my money. I'm happy. On to the fucking next. Now, this is the third and final trade. This happened Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, we did have PPI. Okay. Now, this trade was very similar to Tuesday morning. Watch how I break it down. So, as you can see, price is in the middle of the moving averages. It hasn't broken above, it hasn't broken below. So, right now, I'm waiting for price to tell me what it wants to do during today's session. Let's go to the 5 minute and let's mark out our London high and our London low. Okay, so we got London high right here, and we got London low down here. Okay, so right now I'm just waiting. Let's go back to the 1 hour. I'm waiting to see what this price want to do. Does it want to break above all my moving averages, above my VWAP, push above this bearish FVG, close and hold above London high and continue pushing up? Or is price going to reject the VWAP, push back down, take out London low, retest, and continue to the downside? One of those two things I'm waiting for. Okay, let's go down to the 5 minute chart. PPI drops at 8:30, so I'm going to wait until the news drops. Okay, so we can see here, this is 8:30. This is PPI. Prices started to bleed. Prices started to push. Okay, this is what I want to see. I wanted to see an aggressive push. in one direction, okay? And that's what we're getting. Straight red, no hesitation. This is perfect market conditions to pull out a Fibonacci, okay? Now I'm just waiting for a green candlestick. Okay, we're waiting. Still haven't gotten it yet. We're waiting. Okay, boom. We got a green candlestick. Pull out the fib. And guess where I'm trying to get in at? The 50%. Same shit, just a different day. Stop loss, nice and healthy. Above what? A nice, fat, bearish FEG. We got a FEG in the way. We got the 4700 QP in the way. I'm chilling. I'm feeling really good about my stop loss right now. Okay. And then take profit. We can hold here to the 0%. Okay. Just over a 1-to-1. Boom. Just like that. So we're waiting for price to trigger our entry. Waiting. We're waiting. All right. We're now in the trade. Okay, we're now in the trade. We're now cooking. Next candlestick. We're waiting. We're waiting to see what price wants to do. Now, right now, price is pushing up, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Am I tripping? No, because I know my stop loss is in a good spot. And if price wants to go against me and take out my stop loss at this area, perfectly fine. I was wrong about the trade. I don't want to be in this bitch anyway. Okay, so we're being patient. We're waiting. It's still pushing. Okay, now we pushed into what? 4700 QP. We pushed into this bearish FEG. I want to see that price isn't accepting above this FEG, because if it does, I want it to stop me out. But if it rejects it and starts pushing down in my direction, perfect. We're cooking. Guys, I'm not afraid of being in the red. I'm not afraid of being in drawdown. Again, my stop loss, our stop loss is there to protect us. We should not be afraid of it getting hit. As long as it's in an area that makes sense, then we're good. We're cooking. So see what happens. Boom, sharp bearish rejection. Sharp bearish rejection off the bearish FEG, similar to Tuesday morning. So we're back to break even. We're chilling. Boom, price is going our direction. Price is bleeding. And then boom, TP just like that on the fucking money. Guys, how I trade is very, very simple. I do the same thing every single day, over and over and over and over and over again, right? From the higher time frame bias down to the lower time frame execution model, down to lower time frame entry signal. Okay, I'm extremely consistent with my approach. How can you expect to have consistent results if you're not consistent with your approach? If you're not consistently following your plan, if you're not being disciplined, following your plan, following your model, okay, following your risk management principles. These are super fucking important. Okay, but hopefully this video was helpful. Again, this is exactly how I made $27,000 in less than 24 hours. Was from these 3 trades. One trade Tuesday New York session, one trade Tuesday evening Asia session, and then the third trade was Wednesday morning during New York session.